You're such an asshole.
I'm going to need you to pay attention and keep track of this. Because I was confused and I had to read through it and I'm a little bit lost.
Dude, what's up with...
What?
Oh, are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, shit. I was just going to say, still, the length of these, man. I see what he has to deal with.
The length of what? Oh, these? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why I charge extra. I've been thinking about jacking up prices even more because I do adjust for inflation. But this is the way it... Look, this is more money. You got to look at it as this is more money for me. I don't charge a cheap rate. It's whether I'm doing this or whether I'm doing this, I make money. You know, it's something.
I guess just in my business, when I get emails like this, I'm like, because
you charge by time. That's time. It doesn't. Remember when I was working in banking, I was doing filing and faxing. That's doing this.
Yeah.
And I made the same amount of money whether I was doing high-level financial analysis. It wouldn't have mattered.
That's true.
Hey, Cappy, repeat customer back for more advice. I acknowledge this is very long. Feel free to skim and skip parts. I can't because there's so much detail you find irrelevant. Let me know the price if you have the following questions. Relevant background. I'm currently a senior in computer engineering at a college. I got to keep him anonymous because he give way too much detail that if anybody who's at these companies that are hiring him, they will rescind their offer. He's at a college and will graduate this upcoming school year, spring of 2019. After interning over the summer at a place in the same area that he's going to college, they extended me a job offer, which I have signed on to for $76,000 with a $7,000 signing bonus plus a $5,000 relocation bonus. So 80 grand, 85 grand, let's just say. And another bonus. I would have preferred to wait to sign on, but they put their deadline the day before my school's career fair. To use their words, my start date is expected to be no later than fall of 2019. At the same time, I plan to continue with my master's in computer engineering online part-time. He can take it and they cut away some classes so he can get it in about a year, depending on how quickly I want to get that done. I will graduate with my master's either in the spring of 2020 or winter of 2020. Actual question. I applied for and was accepted to a software engineering internship position at another place clear across the country. Right? He doesn't write that, but I'm smarter than the computer engineering major not to list this information. For $90,000 annualized salary that would last from it'd be the summer. You're given a little living stipend. So he has an annualized salary of 9. So he's going to make roughly, what's 90,000 divided by 4? 20 grand, 23, 22.5?
22.5.
22.5. Carlson School of Management graduate right here. I can divide. I have until November 20th to give them a response. My thoughts when I was applying for it were that, so this internship ends, the start date is fall 2019, this one ends August. Okay.
So it's like a year-ish.
Yeah, so but what I'm pointing out is he could do this internship and still take on the job that he's been offered full time. So basically it's like, does he want to make an extra 20 grand over summer? I have that my thoughts when I was applying for it were that while I had good experience interning at the original place, I don't have anything to compare it to, so squeezing in another internship before starting work could give me a reference point. I agree with that. I've not told the new one I accepted an offer from my old one. Instead used the technicality that my graduation date is spring of 2020 to fit into their internship requirements. So he's telling me he's not going to graduate with his master's, which he technically isn't lying, so he could fit into their internship program. Assuming the new company would extend me a job contingent on my graduation date after my internship, I would be able to either decline or accept it, work for my current company for a year while completing their master's. See, this is where it gets complicated.
Yeah, I'm already a little bit lost here.
Assuming the new company extends him a job offer contingent on his graduate degree graduation. So he's got a year to work with the current company while he takes this program part-time, his original company. While completing the master's, then quit the original company to work at the new one once the start date was reached. In other words, if I did not like the new company, I could work for the old company. Like internship never happened. I could. How bad of an idea is this? He's trying to squeeze in the intern. He's got it's what it is one in the hand versus two in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's got a real degree. He'll have a master's degree that he could go for the job afterwards. And I've now that I've sat down and figured this out, I kind of know what I'm already going to recommend. How bad of an idea is this? I checked through both of the company's contracts and neither seem to indicate any explicit non-compete clauses that would eliminate me from working for the other. Though since they are in overlapping industries, it feels iffy. The second one tangentially touched on a non-compete agreement twice. I'm attaching their wording at the end if it's relevant to you. I've also applied to other places. I'll tell you this right here. You don't move to Madison, Wisconsin. Do not move. The two places you're looking at now are nice. Do not move to Madison, Wisconsin. Do not move to where it is cold. Madison is filled with a bunch of liberals and hairy-pitted, arm-pitted chicks. You do not want to go to... And I lived in Milwaukee. You don't want to go to Madison. Just don't go to Madison. I will be willing to burn my bridge with my current employer, although I'm not really sure how legal a position that would put me in backing out with my contract. Blah, blah, blah. Here's the clause. And I have to be anonymous. You further represent... a similar agreement. Yeah. So for the new company, you'd have to provide them with any non-compete agreement that your original employer might have you have signed, unbeknownst to you, even when you signed up for an internship. And I want to read the specific legal code because then people say, hey, this is our non-compete agreement. Here's what you... Stop fucking around. Okay? The main reason I'm going to say that is not only do you have a really good thing going on and you're currently working at the place, this is a previous client, and he has a good working rapport in a great town. You're going to risk that by trying to get a paltry 20 grand for an internship, and you're going to have to move clear across the country for what is only 2 months of interning for a job that you would only apply for a year after that internship concludes to apply with your master's degree. That is a year and that's a year and a half out. That's almost 2 years out. Don't worry about it. Your master's degree and your resume will by that time speak for itself that you do not need yet another internship under your belt. You'll have an internship and a year's worth of working experience. Then you could apply directly to pretty much any job. I think that would be a more attractive resume than you trying to squeeze kind of an unnecessary internship in there before you start your master's program. Because you're already gainfully employed. The internship is to just get into the employment world. You've already attained that with your previous internship that you've had. You have a full-time job offer, and it's in a great part of the country. Do not fuck that up. All right? After you get your master's, then I maybe would revisit the labor market again if you want. There will be potentially better, higher-paying positions that you have a year and a change of working experience, and you have your master's. But getting an internship and packing an extra couple, 20 grand, that's not worth it. I would stay where you are. I would enjoy the fact it's nice there. I would enjoy the fact that you're working in a place that you already know you get along with. And right now I know you think like, well, the grass might be greener on the other side. It's not. The fact you don't hate your boss, what would you value that at? Like, you got a boss you like.
God, you can't really put a monetary value on that. That's like worth more than anything.
Yeah, I would, and it depends. Like, if you're only making 30 grand a year, it'll be worth that. I would say it's worth at least half your salary.
Yeah.
You know, if you're making $250,000, it's worth $125,000. Because your boss is just, they can either make your life hell or they can just go away. Those are the two options bosses have. They don't really make it great. They can either make your life hell or they can just go away. And the fact you have a good rapport with your boss, you have a job offer. Dude, do not fuck this up. Don't think the grass is greener on the other side. And then the taxing, he's going to have to move all the way across the country and then move all the way back for the program.
Not worth it.
No, not worth it. Not worth it at all. So I would stay where you are. I would enjoy the hot chicks in your neck of the woods. I would enjoy the outdoor activities you have in your neck of the woods. And I would not move to the mosquito-infested place that you're contemplating moving for summer, where the women are of questionable value.
I've already, so I haven't seen where these places are yet, but I have guesses in my head.
Well, we'll do that after.
After the video, I look forward to confirming.
Yeah. So, how about this? If you can guess where he's currently at now, and I don't want him to move from, I'll let you buy me a drink. But if you don't guess it, I'll let you buy me a drink.
Oh, that sounds like a deal.
That's
right.
All right, we'll see you guys out. Questions, answers. This is a perfect example of he spent good money. It was a lengthy question, but this is good money. And this is a perfect example where a little bit of, I think I charged him $45, or even 50. I think he paid 50. The $50 I charged him is worth him keeping a very high-paying job in a good neck of the woods. I saved him at least $1,000 or $2,000 worth of moving expenses, not to mention lost labor and pain-assery associated with it. So contact Asshole Consulting before you make major, even mediocre decisions in life. So, all right, we'll see you later. Toodles.